Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Are we on? Are we on? Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. This is MD. You know who it is. I know I'm not your favorite, but hello. Uh, yeah, and I guess we're on, right, Master Nature? Go ahead, MD. We are on. The stage is yours, MD. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I want margaritas too, White Rabbit. But first, before we start drinking, and, I have to show you this, and, I have to show you this, and, okay, hang on. This is something I wrote, and I hope you like it. Okay, are you ready? Is my garden ready? Is the garden ready? Okay. Well, you're here, aren't you? You're here, all 7 of you. So, hi. And, oh my God, are you sure about this, Master Nature? Go ahead, MD. The floor is yours. They're waiting. Yeah, okay, they're waiting. Okay, fine. All right. Hi, Seattle. I love you too. Not many people do, but you love me. And anyway, here we go. Okay, here we are. Dear Maisie, I forgot the Z in there. Dear Maisie, I'm starting butterfacedfinders.com on April 1st of this year. May you find true love once and for all. Yeah, once and for all. My kids come first. Take care, corn woman. Love, MD, Esquire, business venture capitalist. Oh, that's what I am now. And, oh, wait. P.S. Veto a fag. Veto fag. I hope you like that. I'm sorry, Maisie, but I do feel you're gonna find true love on this website. I'm starting on April 1st, and yeah, I hope you will find true love once and for all. But my kids come first, and bye, corn woman, and I don't know. I hope you like that, and yeah, okay, thanks, Master Nature. I guess it's up to you now what you want to do. I have no idea what you're doing, but thanks for letting me do my plug on my website that's coming out, or my dating site, And, Maisie, I'll give you a special discount. Usually it's going to be $59.95 a month, but because, we have a special connection, you only have to pay $29.95 a month, okay? Well, plus you're a corn woman, and so you deserve a discount. That's very generous of you, MD. Very generous of you. I know, MD. Excuse me. I know, Master Nature. It is very generous of me. Thank you. Well, I am a business venture capitalist now, thanks to Tyrone's help, and so now we're proper businessmen or whatever, spirit people, and. Thank you. Very touching. Welcome back to Halloween. Even though it's still February, can't get away from Halloween. No, you can't escape it. You can't escape Halloween, Master Nature. No, you can't. Oh, no. But wait. But wait.
Don't forget that. Ah, welcome. It does. It smells like pumpkin. It does smell like pumpkin, actually. You know. It smells like pumpkin. Yes, it does. Yeah, they all had afros. Wait, Timo's ripping me off now? Oh my God, Dame. Dame Debbie. Timo's ripping me off. I mean, how many people can rip me off? Now I got a whole Timu ripping me off. Oh my God. Is there anything sacred anymore? Yeah. Welcome, Chrissy. Welcome, White Rabbit. You right. I chase you. You don't chase me. Welcome, Dame Celestine, Queen of the Stars. Queen of the Stars. All right, Queen of the Bees is here. Welcome, Lorraine, Amber Eyes of Gold Light. Not brown, amber. Remember. Welcome, Seattle Rain. Our date is still undercover, I understand. You're still taking me to the fish market. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah. Yes, you will. One of these days. But it's on a need-to-know basis. I get it. We gotta keep things undercover. How is everybody? Yeah, well, sometimes he is a mute, and well, sometimes I'm a mute, too, and, well, I'll just do this to you for an hour. Here's what I'm gonna do to you. Here's what I'm gonna do. Watch. I'm not gonna say anything for an hour. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna point out a glass. You like that? I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna do this. All right. There you go. They're making a fortune off me? Timu's making a fortune off me. Are you fucking kidding me? I better look into that shit. Wizard moles like your pictures on Timu? Oh my God. Welcome, Stoner Detective. TGIF love. Or dude. TGIF dude. What the fuck? So Timu's ripping me off. Leech is on here ripping me off, not giving me the credit. I get it. I understand. I get it. Hey, people are scared of the greatest of all time. They're scared of the greatest of all. I am the greatest of all time. Yes, I am. Well, you know what it is. You know. Oh my God. Master Nature, we better do something about that. You know, I am a business venture capitalist, and I can't have Timo ripping my business off here, man. I'm losing lots of money here, Master Nature, and I don't like it. So, Timu, I got to go to war with China, I guess, right? Dame Deb, I have to go to war with China. Is that what you telling them up here in the spirit realm? How the fuck am I going to go to war with China up here in the fucking spirit realm? Dame Deb, how am I going to go to war with Timu? I mean, they're thick in the fucking Forbidden Palace here. You know where Timu operates out of? The Forbidden fucking Palace. That's where they operate. Have you ever seen the fucking Forbidden Palace? Well, it's forbidden for a reason. God damn. How the fuck am I going to take on a goddamn Forbidden Palace in China? Ain't nobody going to take that on. I guess I have to do it, though, because I'm Tyrone, and I always have to do the goddamn dirty work, don't I? Yes, I fucking do. Ever since 1902, I've been doing the dirty work here. Yes. Well, and Stanley, too. He does the real dirty work. I'm just saying, I have to do some other dirty work as well here. Do a calendar, huh? Oh, my God.
Okay, Dame Celestine. How about this? This is gonna be January, and then February. Here's February, and then March rolls around. March rolls around. Here. Don't ask me to sell my spirit feet pictures, Dame Celestine. I'm not gonna sink that low, okay? Even though I am a business venture capitalist now, don't ask me to sell my spirit feet pictures, okay? Don't do it. Don't do
it. Welcome, Glenn. T1M.
Yeah, you can call him. He's gonna bitch and moan though the whole time.
Well, goddamn right, because you asked me to do all kinds of I'm asked to do all kinds of fucking weird shit, and I don't want to fucking do it. Ever since I got attached to this fucking asshole, I'm doing all kinds of weird shit. But now I'm a straight business venture capitalist. So I guess that's one good thing that came out of this whole goddamn experience here. Well, but I still go to bingo, so that's a problem. But hey, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about that. Welcome, ho 6443.
Oh, hey, Dame Celestine. This is gonna be my April hand pose. Do you like this one? Okay.
All right. Team Idaho. Fuck Team Idaho. Dark Night of the Scarecrow kind of shit. Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Woof. Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Yes, indeed. God. Ads up my ass. All right, quick break, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do. What the hell? All right, quick break. I'll show you what we're doing. Welcome, Creamy Row. Now, Creamy Row, did you, I'm so behind, Creamy Row. Did you ever give me your address so I can send you your prize that you won? Did you do that? I think you did. Did you do that? I'm so behind, Creamy Row. Oh, I'm like a month behind everything here. Yeah. But Creamy Row, did you send me your address? If so, I apologize. I will get that out to you this weekend. Creamy Row is the last contest winner, by the way, on one of these lives, and I owe her present. Welcome, Snowpia. My Tibetan queen. Welcome, DNI27. Welcome. All right. Here we are. Quick break, love. Quick break. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Everybody's excited. Vito a fag. And, oh, my God. Expert witnesses. Okay, couple things I want to... this is going to be a little bit of a mess, but whatever. This is going to be a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. We can be messy. I wanted to go... there's a couple things I want to get to here. Where are we? Where is it now? Now I can't find it. And that's absolute bullshit. The fridge did contain fucking DNA extracts. That's absolute bullshit. I don't even want to see this fucking Reddit. These people on fucking Reddit, they are so fucking delusional, these fucking people on Reddit. They make so many... have you guys been on Reddit lately? Oh my fucking God, these people are absolutely delusional. Delusional, these fucking people. They come up with all kinds of excuses. Unbelievable. Wow. Fucking unbelievable. It's not what I want. Fuck. I've never seen such bullshit on there. Wow. And of course, I bitched at them, and they block me because they don't want to hear shit. They don't want to hear true, so they fucking block you. They want to block you. So yeah, it's bullshit. All right. I want to show you this, though. All right, quick break, and I will get to what I'm getting to here, all right? Welcome, Amy Conway, blonde Lily. That's correct, blonde Lily. What is it? I don't know. What is it? Tell me, Dame. Tell me, Dame Deb. What are you talking about? Yeah, I've told you, I'm far behind on emails, my love. Wait. 2025. It broke down in 2025? Okay. I'll have to go back and look at the documents. I thought it happened much earlier than that in the case. Oops. All right, I'll have to check. Hey, look, Dame, I am so far behind. Okay. All right. I'm getting there, though. I thought that fridge broke down much earlier. And yes, there were fucking DNA. Let me qualify. There were cards with DNA. We're going to call them DNA cards. All right? They're not going to call them samples, but we have cards that are DNA related. Let me put it that way. All right? And there was a lot of those in the fridge. That fridge. Okay? Moscow tries to get out of this by playing linguistic games, but they had cards with strains of DNA on the cards that were being refrigerated, okay? We're not going to call them officially DNA samples, okay? But they had cards with DNA strains on the cards, as far as I know. And if I read that correctly before, that's why they had those cards in the fridge, because those cards had DNA strains on them. That's why we're keeping them refrigerated, right? Right. Why else would you fucking have them in the fridge? And the fridge broke down. Listen to this. I don't care what Reddit fucking says. Nobody knows exactly how long the fridge broke down for, because the fucking Moscow cocksucker, I forget the fucking name, he left for the evening, and then approximately 12 hours elapsed. And when I forget, the officer who came in the morning noticed that the fridge was not working. We're talking approximately 8 to 12 hours where the fridge was not working. We don't know. It could be 8 hours. It could be 12 hours. Anyway, the next person coming in the morning saw that the fridge was broken, wasn't refrigerating, And that's when these cocksuckers started scrambling to try to get the temperature back down to the proper temperature. Remember that? So I don't care what these fucking idiots on Reddit tell you. That's in the documents. Moscow has no idea how long that fridge was down for. And my guess was that fridge was down for at least 8 to 10 hours, if not longer. So I don't want to hear any fucking games and bullshit. They had multiple cards stored within that refrigerator unit that contained DNA strains. Right? Right? I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Not only that they had other types of evidence that they were storing in the refrigerator. It wasn't just the cards. It was other things they were putting in there that needed to be refrigerated. Yeah. And Moscow does not, I swear to fucking God, they're going to make up whatever excuse they're going to make up. They have no idea how long that fridge was down for. It could have been down for 8 hours. It could have been down for 12 hours. Whenever that schmuck left to go home, the fridge was supposedly working. And then when the next fucking Idaho retard inbred potato came in, he noticed the fridge was gone. Was done. Right? I don't care about Reddit. I'm going by the documents. I'm going by the fucking documents that Moscow put out. I'm going by their very goddamn documents. Fuck Reddit. Fuck Reddit. Okay? These people are idiots on there. Moscow does not know how long that fridge was down for. And when they figured it out in the morning, they scrambled their fucking ass off to get the temp. Remember this. They try to do everything to bring that temperature back down to what would be considered a proper temperature for storage of DNA strains. I don't want to hear any other fucking bullshit about it. That's in their own fucking documents, okay? They can come up later and give rationalizations and give excuses. Moscow has no idea how long that goddamn refrigerator unit was down. They have no idea. And my guess is, if this was not sabotage, okay, which I'm guessing it probably was, it was down for at least 8 to 12 hours without proper refrigeration, without proper cooling. And all that evidence that was in that freezer, you cannot trust it anymore. You cannot. You cannot trust it anymore. Because the storage of it is now totally done. The proper protocols were not followed. And anything that was in that refrigerator unit, that refrigerator, you cannot trust anymore. No. Because the protocols were broken. Yeah, absolutely. And Moscow, they can come up with all kinds of fucking nonsense they want. But they have, in their own documents, they have no idea for how long that refrigeration unit was down for. They have no idea. That's the truth. I don't give a shit about what Reddit says. I'm going by Moscow's very own incompetence. Their very own incompetence. What they wrote in their very own shit-ass fucking documents. So fuck you, Moscow. Once again, Moscow, we know this, is the most incompetent, corrupt piece of shit police department to ever exist, probably in the United States. Or one of the worst, I should say. Not the, one of the worst. Welcome, Mrs. John. Welcome. Oh boy, I hope you're ready. Yeah, and then in the morning, what do? They scrambled because they figured, oh, we got a big fucking problem on our hands, and they tried to get another unit in there. In the meantime, what do? They tried to fucking, I forget the sequence, but they tried to get that temperature back down to what they knew was supposed to be the proper temperature of how we're storing these things. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. They scrambled like little fucking babies. And they should have, because these are the most incompetent fucking pigs I've ever heard of in my life. You talk about Keystone Cops. This is the very definition of Keystone Cop. So everything that was stored in that refrigerator unit, totally gone. You cannot trust it. The proper protocols were broken, okay? And we're storing DNA cards in the refrigerator. I believe they call them DNA cards, or cards with DNA strands on them for future testing. Future testing. Remember? Future testing. Well, now we can't future test. Because now your samples on those cards are totally ruined. Moscow. And they knew that, and they knew that. And I do believe that was done on purpose. Can I prove it? No, I can't. But do I believe it was done on purpose? Absolutely was done on purpose. Absolutely. It was absolutely done on purpose. Why? Because number one, this is the biggest case in Idaho state history in the past, 30 years. So whatever you got going on in that refrigerator, you better fucking make sure that it's protected with your goddamn life, okay? Did that happen? No, it didn't. It didn't. Because they're inbred fucking corrupt potatoes. All right? There is no reason why we have a refrigerator breaking down in the middle of the night that nobody seems to know about until we get in there the next morning and then we discover, oops, the refrigerator is now, it's not working anymore. Does that make sense? Remember, this is one of the biggest cases in Idaho history. And you have something like this happen? I don't think so. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. No way. And I don't care if people want to bail out of this live. They can't handle it. Go back to Reddit and be in delusional land. But that's in their very own documents. That's in their documents. And they can play Monday morning quarterback all they want. But all those samples, the DNA cards they had in the fridge, all ruined. And gee, I wonder what kind of DNA cards they had stored in there. Oh, I don't know. Jack DeCourse. I don't know. Dylan Mortensen, Bethany Funk. I don't know. Hunter Johnson. Maybe Jose Cruz was in there. Who the fuck knows? Probably major players. Yeah. Jack Showalter's probably in there. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Little G. Who the fuck knows? No, I don't think Little G would be in there because Moscow police never interviewed Little G. Okay. All right. Good job, Brett Payne. Bulbous fucking inbred potato creation. Did you ever interview Gabriel? Nope. Nope. You never did. Anyway, quick break. And that's not what I wanted to talk about. But, well, partially, actually. But quick break. Reddit is not, listen, Reddit is bullshit. The Idaho 4 thread in Reddit, the main thread, it is completely biased. They are all guilters. They are all guilters for Kohlberger. There is no free thought there. I challenged a bunch of them, and immediately they blocked me. They blocked my account. They did that immediately because I challenged their narrative. They didn't like that, and they immediately blocked me within, a couple minutes. So these people are not for actually wanting to find out what happened here or the truth. They are definitely pro-guilter. Absolutely pro-guilt. And, well, there you go. There you go. So, there are other, don't get me wrong, there are other Reddits about this case that are much better, but the main Reddit itself is absolutely disgusting. They are complete pro-guilters. Whatever you challenge them with, they will either they come up with a bullshit argument that doesn't make sense, or they will block your account outright because they are totally in denial. Totally in denial. They even tried to explain, the last one, they even tried to explain this 3:51 a.m. contact that Dylan put in her phone. Miss Fernandez, Brittany, you know Brittany, right? Yeah, they even tried to rationalize that. How? No. You have a name and you have a contact. Okay? There's nothing to rationalize here. But they try to rationalize that to try to fit their little narrative that Dylan Mortensen is the most innocent fucking girl that ever walked the earth. Even though she's the prime suspect. As we all know. Anyway, quick break. All right. It's really what's interesting to me is that my garden is that we have been discussing these issues for how long now? And then I go on somebody's live last night just to pop in and see what they're talking about, right? And they're talking about the shit that you and I have been talking about now for 8 months ago. They're still talking about the same stuff like it's some fucking new thing. I'm like, I try to chime in my comments. I'm like, well, Dylan's the prime. And here's what Dylan said. And they totally ignore it as if they're talking about this is some new fucking revelation. These people disgust me. They disgust me. I guarantee, and because I go on there, I'm thinking, this is gonna be this. Yeah, I'm gonna learn something new, right? No, you and I just talked about it. I don't know, 3 months ago or 2 days ago. Yeah, it's funny how that works. Well, we are the greatest of all time, so hey, what are they gonna do? Timu. Oh man, Master Nature, don't even get me started. I'm really fuming about Timu. Don't get me going here. Don't get me fucking going on Timu ripping me off now. Timu, oh my God, Timu ripping me off. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, they've been ready, asshole. Okay.
They've been ready, asshole. Oh, I like them. Yeah, let's go. That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
DB Cooper. All right. Hey, we may get back to that just a little bit. All right. I love you. Hey, I listen. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I got a feeling coming on. I got a feeling on. Oh my God, I got a feeling coming on here. Mrs. John. Oh, fuck, no. Yeah, it's time. It's time, Mrs. John.
Beef broccoli. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Hell yeah. Half-brain beef. Skirt steak. Oyster sauce.
Oh my fuck. You're an oyster. You gotta.
Soy sauce.
Oh. Yeah, soy
Salt
sauce.
and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Like your fucking face. Yeah, here we go.
Soda and cornstarch.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that.
Let's mix it up.
Oh my God.
Make the sauce. Soy sauce.
Hey, Mrs. John, what are we gonna do with this one? Well, you know, the bell tower. The bell tower's open here.
Cornstarch.
The bell tower open.
Oil.
Oh my God.
Bake it up, baby.
Bake it up, baby. Oh my God. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right.
Some beef, garlic, and ginger. All right. Here's that.
All right, beef and ginger. Now we're stirring it. Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Wow, man.
That doesn't look too bad actually. Kind of like. I don't know. I might eat that actually. I don't know. I ain't gonna eat that. Fucking hell, I ain't eat that shit. Master Nature, I ain't gonna eat that fucking shit. Oh yeah, oh God, and then after that.
So good.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God.
Wash my damn.
I think we gotta pull the assistance from that one. Hey, Mrs. John, we gotta pull the assistance, and we gotta send them on to the ranch here. We gotta send them on to the ranch. You know where that is. That's in Maryland, a 27-acre spread where nobody can get out. Okay, that's where we gotta go with. Oh, what the fuck? What am I doing? All right, I was trying to show you something. Oh my God. Oh God. All right, where is it? Oh my God, guys. All right, here we go. I just wanted to show you this real quick. All right. So. All right. 22 pages. We're not doing 22 pages. All right. This is the Washington State University fucking. Oh my God. All right. So this is the Washington State University lawsuit. Plaintiff's response in opposition to the state's motion to transfer venue. 22 pages. Okay, all right. I'm just going to read a little bit this here. I don't want to get into this too much, but we already know, but just to keep abreast of what's going on here, we're just going to look at a little bit of this, all right? All right. So we know the plaintiffs. Oh, by the way, right. Steve Goncalves, as personal representative of the estate of Kaylee J. et al. Plaintiffs. Right. Good old Steve putting his name first. Of course he does. All right. Right? Plaintiffs are parents of 4 children. Right? Murdered. Right? Filed a case in Saget County Superior Court. That's the county that beware of Mrs. Chapin. That's the county that Mrs. Chapin lives in, by the way. That's why they filed it in that county, because she lives in that county. That's why they filed it in that county, because Mrs. Chapin lives in that county. Isn't that nice? Yeah, that's why they did that, by the way. Why else would you do that? That's where they live. That's where beware of Mrs. Chapin, remember, Stacy? That's where she lives. That's why they filed it. And anyway, the state removed the case to the Western District of Washington. Western District. The state's motion seeks transfer to the Eastern District of Washington. Eastern District. But this court should deny that motion for multiple reasons. Right? So while the case was brought against WSU, the university is an arm of the state. So the state is the true party in interest. This brief will refer to the defendant as the state, as that status is legally relevant. Okay, confusing. So whenever we see the state, we're talking about defendant. Lovely. Washington State. Stupid, but whatever. Anyway, the defense's motion, so we're going to call this, really what this should say is, the defense's motion ignores key facts and legal principles, and it fails to make the strong showing necessary to justify transfer to the Eastern District. We're trying to transfer to the Eastern District. One critical principle that the defense ignores is sovereign immunity. The Eastern District was not a district where this case might have been brought at the time of filing. The defense has not waived its sovereign immunity for state law claims brought in federal court. So, plaintiffs' claims for negligence, gross negligence, outrage, wrongful death, and survival would have been dead on arrival if filed in the Eastern District or in any other federal court. I disagree with that completely. They are viable now because the defense has waived its immunity by removing this action. But the question of whether the Eastern District was an available forum is determined based on the time of filing. And it was not. Okay. Well, you're the one that filed the fucking suit. The court can and should deny the defense's motion on that basis alone. But you're the one that filed it, idiot. Okay? You're the one that filed it. But the defense has also failed to make the strong showing necessary to overcome the plaintiff's choice of forum based on convenience factors and the interest of justice. Fuck you. We're not interested in that. It's based on convenience factors, based on Mrs. Chapin's residence, based on her county of residence. That's why they filed this in Mrs. Chapin's county of residence. That's why they did this. It has nothing to do with interests of justice, by the way. First, contrary to the state's argument, the defense's argument, plaintiffs effectively chose this forum. Based on what? They're not going to tell you. They effectively chose this forum because Chapin lived in this county. That's why they chose this forum. because it was convenient for her and her family. That's why they chose that forum. Because why? Because I told you this before. Mrs. Chapin is driving this lawsuit. Steve Goncalves is the first person to face on here, but it's really Stacy Chapin that's driving this. Absolutely. And that's why we're seeing this contested so hotly here. Chapin, Stacy, doesn't want to have to move herself from her county of residence and move her little fucking ass to another court in another district. That's why they're doing this. Yeah, for sure. Remember this. Remember. And it even talks about, I'll show this. But plaintiffs chose a Western Washington forum, and by their choice of claims, plaintiffs opened the door to removal to this court. Plaintiffs filed in Saget County, home of Stacy Chapin. Well, there you go. That's why they did it. It's because of her. Thank you. Because Mrs. Chapin, beware of Mrs. Chapin, remember, because she's the one that's driving this. Absolutely. And that's why they filed in Saget County. I told you. Don't forget this. And raised a federal question. Their claim under Title IX. Plaintiffs recognized that the defense might remove the case, and plaintiffs embraced the Western District as a potential and appropriate forum. No, you did it because that's where Chapin wanted this to happen. Remember, Chapin is driving this whole thing. Second, the convenience factors considered by courts, and particularly the interest of justice, which is a joke, counsel strongly against upsetting that choice. That's not an argument. It doesn't matter what Stacy Chapin wants. But fuck her. It's not for her convenience. But that's what they're trying to say here. And they're also throwing this in here because of the interest of justice. That's completely irrelevant. We're talking about convenience factors. Because it's convenient more for Stacy Chapin, the true driving force of this $400 million lawsuit. Because Stacy Chapin is a greedy goddamn cunt. Yes, she is. We all know what Stacy Chapin is. She is an opportunist. She is a sociopath. She wants to make as much money as possible for herself. And not only that, but she wants to do it in the most convenient fashion possible. Remember, Stacy Chapin could not bother to get off her fucking ass and say 2 words about Ethan Chapin at the victim testimony, at the victim hearing where they're giving their victim testimonials. Stacy Chapin couldn't bother to get off her fucking greedy ass and say 2 words about her son. That's Stacy Chapin. We know who she is. She's a greedy fucking narcissist. She's a greedy sociopath. And now what Stacy Chapin is trying to do is saying, I still don't want to get off my sweet lily white ass. I want to collect my $400 million in the comfort of my own county. You fucking sociopath. She is a sociopath. Absolutely. Why? Because you couldn't say 2 words about your son at the victim impact statement hearing. You couldn't bother to drag your lily white, narcissistic, sociopathic, inbred, corn woman ass to say 2 words about your dead, mutilated son. That's how much you cared about him, you fucking cunt. And that's in the English vernacular. And I'm not changing that for anybody, because she is a cunt. No. The defense seeks to move this case to the Eastern District when A, plaintiffs chose to be at Western Washington for convenient reasons discussed further below. B, plaintiff, right, Mrs. Chapin, beware, and her family, here we go, live in the Western District, and she doesn't want to get off her fucking ass. And no plaintiff lives in the Eastern District. C, it doesn't matter. C, the true party in interest on the defense side, you mean the state, is based in the Western District. It doesn't matter. D, both sides have attorneys based in the Western District, and neither side has attorneys based in the Eastern District. So what? I think we're at E. The witnesses are scattered. There are important witnesses in the Eastern District, the Western District, Idaho, PA, and in several other states, and overall, there are considerably more witnesses located outside of the Eastern District than within it. Oh well, F. Statistics show the Western District to be more efficient based on the time from filing to deposition. But you don't know that because you have not gone through all of your depositions. You've not even gotten there yet. You haven't even gotten there yet. You haven't even gotten there yet. All right. What else? H. Picking an impartial jury would be far more feasible in the Western District where Chapin lives than in the Eastern District. What's the reasoning? Given the substantial amount of information people in the Eastern District have been given about the murders, the plaintiff families, and about the role of Washington State, which is a major employer in that region. Oh, that's why. They're afraid they're going to lose because many more people are informed about what happened here in the Eastern District. So what they're trying to say here is we need to keep it in the Western District because people are dumber over there. People are dumb in the Western District. We can't have this in the Eastern District because people are actually much more smart and know more about what's going on here. Dirty little fuckers, aren't they? Yeah, Stacy Chapin. Yeah. Oh, that goes on. That goes on for another 19 fucking pages, by the way. I just wanted to show you a little bit of that. Yeah. Yeah. But hang on. But that is the crux of the biscuit. So we'll see what happens. That's the crux of this document. It goes on. It goes on and on and on. But really, that they bring up other arguments here to try to support they bring up other cases here to try to support their arguments. And this is just plaintiffs effectively chose this forum, and the convenience factors support maintaining this case in this court. Plaintiffs agree with the state. Plaintiffs agree with the defense that the first two convenient factors are inapplicable to this case. But the defense is incorrect that the third factor, the plaintiff's choice of forum, is inapplicable here. Plaintiffs will analyze the remaining factors beginning with that one. But the real issue here, the reason why they do not want this to get transferred to the Eastern District, there's a couple reasons why. Stacey Chapin does not want to go, she doesn't want to get off her fucking ass, okay? She knows she's going to have to get off her fucking ass and she doesn't want to do it. She didn't even do it for her dead son, okay? Unless there's a big payday involved, okay? And she doesn't even want to do it for that, I guess. But that's number one. Number two is people in the Eastern District are much more aware of what's going on with this case than people in the Western District. And of course, we want to keep it in the Western District to bolster our chances of winning this lawsuit. These are the only two reasons why that they're trying to fight this. Number one, because Stacey Chapin is spearheading this whole entire thing. And we know what I told you. She's a narcissistic sociopath who's looking for a big payday here. She doesn't give a shit about Ethan Chapin. She never did, okay? She tried to write a children's book off him. I don't know how much money that made. Probably not much, okay? Now she's looking for an even bigger cash cow here in the form of a fucking civil lawsuit. Okay, but Mrs. Chapin's a lazy little fucking sociopath cunt, okay? Why? Again, why? Because she couldn't get off her fucking ass to say 2 words about her mutilated son when we're making victim impact statements at the hearing. You didn't see Stacey Chapin there, did you? No, you didn't. Stacey Chapin is a sociopath. She's a greedy sociopath. She doesn't give a shit about Ethan. She never cared about him. She favored her 2 other children. She favored Maisie and she favored Hunter Chapin. These are the 2 children that she absolutely adores. She never adored Ethan. She hated Ethan. Okay? I think she actually really hated Ethan, to be honest with you. Yeah. But if she can make $1 off of Ethan Chapin, she's going to make $1 off of him. Oh, absolutely. And in her mind, $400 million sounds like a good payday off my dead fucking mutilated son. Stacey Chapin, you are disgusting. You should be in jail too for extortion. I mean, give me a break here. Stacey Chapin, we should watch some more interviews with her. She is a conniving fucking sociopath. She is conniving. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows the people in front of her are stupid. And she thinks she's above all others. Yeah. Again, why? Because in her mind, she didn't want to dirty her fingers here by going to say 2 words about Ethan Chapin at the victim impact hearing. You know how gross that is? Think about that. That is absolutely disgusting when you think about it. Disgusting. She tried to come up with some excuse as to why she didn't do it. But she is a gross, inbred Idaho corn woman who is absolutely greedy and sociopathic. Unfortunately, Ethan had to deal with this kind of mother. And this mother, inevitably, I don't know if she's a direct contributor to his murder. It wouldn't fucking shock me, to be honest with you, based on what I think about her. It wouldn't shock me at all, to be honest. Yeah, it wouldn't. Based on her behaviors. Based on her behaviors, it would not shock me at all. And this is mud. It would not shock me at all. She had some hand in his fucking death. It would not shock me to any degree. No. Because she's a sociopath. And she's a greedy fucking sociopath. She's an absolute... Again, she is the one that is driving this lawsuit. Don't forget this. Steve G may have his name out front, but Stacey Chapin is the engine behind this whole thing. Absolutely. And that's why you see this 22-page refutation on why we cannot change venue, because that's all being driven by Stacy Chapin. She does not want this case moved out of her county. She does not want to get off her lily white ass and have to fucking actually travel. She didn't even want to travel for her dead son. Think about it. She didn't want to even travel for her dead son, who was horribly butchered. You think she'd want to travel now? Nope. I guess not even for $400 million. But I'll tell you what, if worse comes to worse, guess what? You're going to see Stacy Chapin there. Guess why? Because she's not losing the opportunity to collect $100 million here. No way in hell. So guess what? She is going to get off her lily white ass if she absolutely has to, because she is not going to miss out on collecting that $100 million paycheck. Believe me, she is not going to miss out on that. That's how disgusting these fucking people are. These families are disgusting. Let me qualify that. The Chapins are disgusting. The Goncalves are disgusting. And to a lesser degree, the Kernodles are disgusting. To a lesser degree. I can't speak to the Mogans. I actually have empathy for the Mogan family. But the rest of them, I hope you all rot in hell, to be honest with you. Yeah, I hope you all do. Yeah. They are absolute. This is abhorrent. These people are abhorrent people. Abhorrent. You know, it's I guess it's not enough that your kids were fucking mutilated. I guess it's not enough for that, right? We have to keep pushing this shit. We have to make a goddamn payday. We have to get money somehow. It's fucking abhorrent. You say, Master Nature, are you sure? Yes, I am. Here's why. Because if they really wanted to have justice in their civil suit, if they really wanted to have justice, okay, in their wrongful deaths, here's what you're going to do. You're going to sue for $1. It's going to be symbolic, but you're going to sue for $1. Not 400 million, okay? If you really wanted this, right, Stacy Chapin? God, I'd love to interview her. I'd really love to interview Stacy Chapin. I'd want to be in the same room with her, man. She is a piece of work, that one. Oh my, she's like Dylan Mortensen. Her and Dylan are cut from the same cloth. I'm not sure which one is more dangerous. Probably Stacy Chapin, because she's older and has much more experience in life being a fucking psychopath, okay, or sociopath. Dylan's only 20. Remember, Dylan's only 19 at the time. So, wow. Yeah. So remember, beware of Mrs. Chapin. Don't forget that video I made. Beware of her. She's driving this whole thing. She's driving the train. Absolutely. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by Steve. Steve G remember, Steve G's a mutt. Don't be fooled by Steve G. He's a mutt. It's really Stacy Chapin who, hey, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That is Stacy Chapin. She is playing the Wizard of Oz here. She is. Don't forget that. Don't forget. She is the sociopath behind the curtain. Stacy Chapin is, absolutely. Anyway, quick break. Yep. Whenever I think about Mrs. Chapin, oh my God. She's you think Dylan Mortensen, don't get me wrong, Dylan Mortensen prime. She's a piece of work. But Stacy Chapin, whoa boy, she's on another level here. She's on another level here. She absolutely disgusts me. Dylan does too, but man, fucking inbred, sociopathic, corn woman who's conniving, narcissistic, and she never wanted 3 kids. Stacy, you never wanted 3 children. You only wanted 2, and you got your wish. And believe me, when you die, Stacy Chapin, believe me, there's a circle of hell reserved just for you, my love. Absolutely. Don't be fooled by this shit. East Coast, West Coast rivalry, baby. Master Nature. You know what this is? This is what we call the East Coast, West Coast rivalry. You know, you remember what that was, right? Well, this is very much like the East Coast, West Coast rivalry here, baby. It just, we're talking about an inbred state, though. That's all. All right. I love you.
Oh, God, yeah, no, it's rough, it's rough. But, wait, Master Nature, wait, Master Nature. That's why this was one reason why I couldn't date Maisie, because Mrs. Chapin was she'd be standing at the door, and she had a shotgun, and she said, "You ain't dating my daughter." I said, "Well, okay, just don't shoot me, okay?" She's like, "I'm going to shoot you, okay?" And I have a few people buried out here in my cornfield, so all right.
MD, I'm sure that was traumatic for you.
It was really traumatic and amazing. Anyway, remember butterfacefinders.com. You will find true love despite your psycho mother. You will find true love. I know it. And remember, you're getting a special discount. So hey, it's the best of both worlds. I guess.
Thanks, MD.
Yeah, anytime, asshole. All right. What are you doing now, Master Nature? Hey, is Vito a fag? I don't know. Hey, Garden, is Vito a fag? I'm not sure. Should we find out? Garden, do you want to find out if Vito's a fag?
Right, Joey. Use your head. You are not gonna fucking believe this.
Vito Spatafore is an ass muncher.
Oh!
What?
What did you just say?
I'm sorry, it's true.
We ran into this kid. Vito was spotted in a fag bar in New York. By who? The kid's cousin. Allegedly.
Probably bullshit. He's a married man.
What a go mad? I back up a second. What did the kid say exactly? The kid's cousin, Sal Iacuso.
Put me on, because I know him.
Sal was at this place in the city, supposedly on business. He saw Vito holding hands with a guy in nipple rings.
You're leaving out the best part.
He was wearing a motorcycle outfit, like the guy in the Village People with the back and the vest.
Good chaps, too.
Vito's a fag. Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
Yeah, well.
Underestimate me.
Well, let's take this in the back.
Yeah, that's what Vito did.
All right. I'm not sure. It seemed we have strong evidence that Vito is a fag, and oh no, that's nature. Anyway,
Oh my God.
well, this is all your fault, Mrs. John. Well, I don't know, it's somebody's fault. It's not my fault. Not my fault at all. It's not my fault at all, so you can't blame MD. Oh no.
Played every sport together.
Oh no, Maisie. Maisie.
Every time we went in the car, it was together. Partied together. There was never a dull moment.
The night before Ethan was killed, Maisie brought him to her sorority formal. She now cherishes the text he sent her before bed.
So he started off by texting me, and he said, "Dog, come hang out. We don't want you here." And I said, "I'm going to bed." And then he said, "Love you." And I didn't even respond to that.
The I love you kind of stood out, though.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Oh my God, kid! The fraternity woke him
You
up,
fell in
saying
love with
the
that?
police were at Xana's
Yeah,
house.
she has the same face as I do.
Johnson came up to me and said, I was like, "Where's Ethan and Xana?" And he's like, "They're not here anymore." So I, "What do you mean they're not here anymore?" He's like, "I think they were murdered last night."
Hunter
And
was
I
forced to
and
call
I
his
laughed
family
my ass
with the
off.
news. His parents in disbelief.
It drives me crazy because I've always wanted to protect my family. And there's really nothing there that I could have done.
Jim,
You know,
it's okay. You can get away.
instantly is
Not from the.
Just take it.
Beware.
played every sport together. Every time we went in the car, it was together. Partied together.
Oh, yeah, and well, that's what happened to me. They almost drowned me when I was ski boarding and shit. They almost drowned me and shit, and yeah, Mrs. Chapin was ahead. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this?
He promised to make
That same bold Louisiana flavor y'all love about our...
No, not Louisiana. It's the Del.
Class and dignity, and I think you have inspired a lot of people who are going through things, and that they can kind of get out on the other side. And now partnering or working with Othram, it seems like you're kind of entering sort of, in a way, like the next chapter.
I don't disagree with that, actually. It feels like a very natural transition, I guess. I didn't know where it was all going to end or begin or how it was ever going to play out. But it made perfect sense when when the gag order was lifted and we could have a conversation. It made perfect sense. Because we're a face, we're a victim. We have been, Othram is involved in our case. And so...
Othram, right?
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
It makes sense,
and thank
yeah.
you. I mean, we've tried to take the high road through our case, through the entire,
No, you didn't.
it's been almost...
Well, you did. You didn't even show up.
You just said
You've been
that
behind the
way
scenes,
that
Stacy.
She handled this inspired you. I had a question. I have this question all the time from people. How do you do the job that you do, see such evil, and not be affected by it? And I have to say that I do. I see some really terrible things and some really terrible parts of humanity. But then I also see pure light, and I feel like
This is
one of those people
DNA
that
mission.
the worst of what society can give you, the unimaginable. I can't imagine going through what Stacey went through, and instead.
You better say the right thing, bitch. All right. I'm gonna cut you.
Her life into light, and she wants to give back to the world in a positive way and advocate for justice and fairness for everyone. Advocate that technology is used in real time. That means a lot to me. Although we won't go into the details of exactly how we met until tomorrow at our talks, so that people still wake up in the morning and
and want to come.
We bumped into each other by chance. And this case was difficult because
No, you didn't.
all of us were under a gag order. And we couldn't have our first real conversation until that gag order was lifted. And that was really difficult. Everything I do here at Othram, everything everyone here at Othram does,
Othram.
for the victims and their families. We're victim advocates first. And it's very difficult to meet your why and to not be able to tell them how you feel, what's going on in the case. But that's the deck of cards we were dealt in this scenario. And we are.
What's the point of this? Here's my question. Here's my question. What's the point of this? There's no reason for these two to be buddy-buddy. She has a job to do, right? There's no reason for these two to be buddy-buddy. Who gives a fuck? Right? This is her job, right? This is her job at Othram, right? To do this kind of stuff. So what makes Stacy Chapin so special where we need to partner up now together, right? What makes this connection so special here? Where we need to partner up now like this. Like, because she does this shit all the time, right? This one. She does this all the time. It's part of her job. But what makes Stacy Chapin so special? Where now we get to partner up together. Gee, I wonder why that is. I don't know. Dollar bills? Okay. Gee, I wonder who started that conversation. Hey, you know, we could make a lot of money on this. Yeah. Because this is supposed to be her normal job, right? Right? At Othram. So, again, what makes Stacy Chapin so special here where we need to partner up together? Yeah. Right. You know what that is? Because we're going to make a lot of fucking money on this case.
Definitely, to try to advocate that others aren't dealt the same deck of cards.
But you could be doing this. You can be doing this with any case. You understand? You could be doing this with any case. Why this one specifically? Now, you could be an advocate, whatever you want to call yourself, with any case that you supposedly work on. But why Stacy Chapin, though? Gee, I don't know. $400 million. Oh, that's a lot of money here. A lot of money.
Because it's a difficult one, right? To know that you have information that could help someone heal, that could help someone feel safe or secure, and to not be able to give it to them is difficult.
But that's your job. That's what you do, though. That's your job. Working at this lab. You know your job. You know you can't give information. Assuming you have experience doing this, right? You already know this. So what makes Stacy Chapin's case so special here? I wonder, ladies. Stacy, hey Stacy, what makes this one so special to you? Knowing what I know about you, you're a fucking sociopath predator in your own right. What makes her so special to you? Yeah. Interesting here. Yeah, very weird dynamic here.
Know that there's a family member out there wondering what is going on, and everything that's in the media is incorrect for a lot.
The reason why this is because for this one, this is probably the most high-profile case that she's ever worked on. This is probably the most high-profile case that she's ever been involved with. And Stacy Chapin, being the narcissistic, sociopath, smart, shrewd, greedy cunt that she is, she latched onto her. And this is why you're seeing this. See, Stacy is very manipulative, okay? That's one thing you need to know about Stacy. Extremely manipulative. And so she knows that this is probably the most high-profile case that this one's ever worked on. And so they talked about it, and they sort of made a little deal with each other here. And you're going to make money, and I'm going to make money. That's the bottom line here. That's why you're seeing this. Absolutely. Otherwise, this shouldn't be. Because this is her job, right? This is her normal job. So again, what makes Stacy Chapin so special here? I just told you. This is the most high-profile case she's ever worked on. Stacy knows that. Stacy's feeding on that with her. And this, the reason why is to bolster her fucking, her credibility here when it comes to DNA and forensics. Stacy is using her to bolster her own credibility because Stacy knows that she has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. So she's using her to bolster her credibility here. When she goes to her crime cons, tries to sell some fucking books, she is going to give her credibility to do that. That's why Stacy latched on to her. Absolutely.
Lack of a better word, or just speculation, because everyone that worked this case, all the family members that were involved, none of us speak to the media. More than anyone. Right.
You want the best, you got the best.
Everyone out there giving interviews was speculating with
Same
no
with you.
With very little information what was going on. And they
Same with you. And we still have very little information. Yeah. We still can't put Brian Koberg at the scene of the crime. That's right.
And
right. Thank you.
Excited to tell the story.
Was it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Stacey.
No, I just was going to say you have to understand it's the most advanced technology, forensic DNA technology in the world. I'm not the scientist.
You think?
And having them not only work on
right.
our case, but there was a comfort there. I mean, and that's part of the story we'll tell tomorrow.
Oh, you got to wait till tomorrow, guys. Fucking ads.
Is that we met by chance, and I had some knowledge throughout our case of what the Middlemans were doing, and I relied on that.
They did not meet by chance. Absolutely not.
That in our darkest moments. I didn't know anything, that I wasn't supposed to know, but
which means you did.
It was a blessing, and victims' families should have the right to that information if they're going through the same thing we are. I mean, inevitably, there's going to be families that are in the same position we are.
But you did have access. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess there would have been a lot more certainty had it been explained.
It just would have. It's definitive information. There was so much, so much speculation. There still is. It's shocking to me.
I mean, that's science.
Yeah, because of you. You're part of the problem, Stacy.
It's scientific.
Right? No speculation.
I mean, if you knew definitively that
but you don't.
Knife sheath was without a shadow of doubt, which is the case.
In your opinion.
Now that it's all said and done.
In your opinion.
It would have been different going through. You would have relied on. You kind of went, okay, maybe we don't need to worry as much as we need to worry.
Yeah, and there was one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, so there you go, guys. I just want to show you, again, another angle of Mrs. Stacy Chapin here. She's being a spokesperson for Authorin Labs. She partnered with this lab technician or whoever she is. She did this on purpose. The reason why Stacy Chapin did this ultimately is to bolster her own credibility when she's trying to talk about DNA, because Chapin's an idiot. We know she has no idea what she's talking about when it comes to DNA evidence. And so she leached onto this person, okay? This person is her job. This is her everyday job to do this. And again, the question is why? What makes Stacy Chapin so special here? Okay, and Stacy Chapin purposely leached onto her, okay, to bolster her own credibility when she's going to go out and promote herself, promote books, promote herself at various forums to make money. That's why she leached onto her. This cunt Also, I don't know how dumb she is when it comes to that. I imagine she's aware of it to some degree. But the promise here is we know there's going to be a lot of money here to be made, and you're going to get a piece of this in some fashion. Okay? That is the ultimate backroom deal that's going on here, in my opinion. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Because otherwise, why would you be doing this? Why would you be doing this? It's not for any type of victims or bullshit like that. Remember why? Why? Because Stacy Chapin couldn't even say two words at the victim impact hearing for her very own son. So I don't want to hear any fucking bullshit out of Stacy Chapin's mouth when it comes to victims or victims' rights or blah, blah, blah. Stacy Chapin couldn't even bother to say two words about her slaughtered, mutilated, decimated son. She didn't. So Stacy Chapin, I know what you are. I know what your nature is. You are a charlatan. You're a sociopath. You're greedy. You're a narcissist. Okay? You want to make money any way you can. I don't want to hear about victims' rights. I don't want to hear any of this bullshit. Why? Because you couldn't even say two words about your very own victim. Your son. You couldn't say two words about your own son, who was a victim in this case. Stacy! Stacy! You're a cunt! A cunt! And when you die, Stacy Chapin, I'm telling you right fucking now, corn fucking inbred, there's a circle made just for you down there for you. It's called mothers who don't give a shit about their fucking children. And you are going straight to that circle of hell. Greedy, narcissistic, fucking sociopathic. That's what you are, Stacy. Why? Because you couldn't get off your fucking lily-white, pretentious, dangerous, fucking sociopathic ass and go to the hearing where people were talking about their lost children. Hey, Stacy, you remember you lost a child, I think. Didn't you lose a child? See, Stacy Chapin also forgets the context. She also forgets. She supposedly lost a kid herself. Didn't she? But she really didn't want Ethan Chapin. She really didn't. She loves Maisie. She loves Hunter Chapin. These are her kids. Ethan is one of these fucking things that you just, it's stuck to my fucking shoe. I have to get it off eventually. And thank God I got it off. And hey, now that I got off my shoe, hey, but wait a minute. I can make some money off this thing. That's Stacy Chapin. And we're not ever going to fucking forget this. And that's another reason why Washington State, I hope you're listening, you are going to bury these fucking people in their own fucking greed. You are going to bury these people in their own fucking greed. And that's exactly what they fucking deserve. These people deserve to be buried in their own fucking greed. And that's exactly what's going to fucking happen. This nonsense has to stop. Stacy Chapin, I hope you're fucking listening to this. I know exactly what you are. I know your nature. And guess what? This stops. This lawsuit that you perpetrated, you're going to try to get $100 million out of your dead son that you don't give a fuck about. It ends. It all's going to end with it. And you're going to be buried in your own greed. You're going to be buried in your own greedy fucking coffin, 6 feet under that root cellar with a silver stake in your heart next to the other goddamn vampires in this case. Don't fucking forget it. You cocksuckers. And we're not going to forget. We're not going to forget. We're not going to forget. Where's my chat? What happened to my chat? Sorry, guys. I get a little carried away and I lose my chat. Fuck. Ah. Fuckers. Goddamn fuckers. Arrgh.
Hello. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. I lost the chat there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes Master Nature really gets well, I told you he sometimes he brings bookcases down on himself. It's not a pretty sight. It's not pretty.
Yeah. $100 million.
I want true victim. I want true rights for victims. I want to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else. So I'm going to make sure I'm suing for $100 million to make sure that doesn't happen to anybody else.
Hey, guess what? You could have sued for $1, but you didn't. You could have sued for 50 cents, but you didn't. You chose $100 million. That's what you chose, Stacy Chapin. 400 in total amongst the families because they all want a slice of the pie. They're all going to be buried in their own greedy little fucking coffins. Yes, they will. In the root cellar with the other vampires with silver stakes in their goddamn fucking hearts. Yes, they will. And this Washington State University lawsuit, it's all going to end. It's all going to end right there with their fucking greed and bullshit. And Stacy, I hope you're prepared to travel to the Eastern District in Idaho, get off your fucking ass, and you better get to that fucking courtroom because I want to see you in that goddamn courtroom. Do you understand me? You couldn't bother to do it when your dead son. You couldn't bother to do it with your dead son. But God damn it, you're going to be in that fucking courtroom, Stacy Chapin. You fucking manipulative, narcissistic, sociopath cunt. You're going to be in that goddamn courtroom whether you like it or not. Because you're the one that's driving this train. So you better show up. And it's not going to be in your county, my friend. It's not going to be Saget County. You're going to have to travel, you fucking bitch. If you want $100 million, you're going to have to travel, my friend. You fucking better travel. Because you're the one that's driving this engine. So I don't want to hear any more fucking boo-hooing from Stacy Chapin anymore. And she better be in that goddamn courtroom every single fucking day that this fucking, this civil trial goes. I want to see her fucking ass in that courtroom every goddamn day. Because she couldn't do it for her son. She couldn't do it for her son. Remember her son was slaughtered, right? Does she remember that? She couldn't bother. Again, I'm going to say this over and over again. She couldn't say 2 fucking words about him at the victim impact hearing. Not 2 fucking words about her beautiful son. Not 2 fucking words. Disgusting. So again, I don't want to hear any more bullshit from Stacy Chapin about victims or victim rights or any bullshit. You're a cunt. You're a sociopath. And you're a greedy goddamn inbred. That's what you are, Stacy Chapin. And believe me, We are not going to forget what you did here. And your son, Ethan, your son is not going to let you forget what you're doing either. Believe me. Believe me. Fucking believe me. Do you see this? I told you I was a psychic from the very beginning, and I'm telling you right now, your son is not going to let you rest until you're dead and buried, and you go to that circle of hell reserved just for you, because that's where you're going. Otherwise, abandon this lawsuit or forget the $400 million. Forget it. And you sue on principle. Remember principles? Remember a thing called principle? Remember when we sued people on principle and not to make $400 million? Remember that? Remember those days? Stacy Chapin? You Idaho fucking inbred. So you married a guy who was a fucking idiot and you manipulated him throughout your entire marriage. That's what you did to Jim Chapin, by the way. That's what you did. That's what you did. And you never wanted 3 children. You only wanted 2 children. And you got your fucking wish. I hope you like it. Because guess what? You are going to burn in hell for it. Yes, you will. Anyway. Infuriating. These people disgust me. Disgust me. I'm very disappointed. What disappoints me, I'm very disappointed in the Mogan family for going along with this. I'm very disappointed in their family. And since they're going along with this, I have to lump them in the same category with the rest of the families. I have to, because they're signing on to this as well. So I have to lump their family into the rest of them. And I don't want to do it because I actually think the Mogans are all right. But they signed on to this as well. So I have to put them all in the same category here. I have to. Greedy fucking cunts. Yeah, that's what they are. They're greedy. They don't give a shit. They don't care about their kids. They know their kids are dead. They don't give a shit anymore. It's over. Fuck you all. You say, Master Nature, how can you be so heartless? Well then, all you have to do is sue on principle. You don't have to sue $400 million here. You could sue on principle. But nope. Nope. So because we're not suing on principle and we're suing on $400 million, well, guess what? I know exactly who you are. I know who you are now. You don't have principle. You only have greed. That's what you are. Remember, Master Nature, Remember me. Remember, the greatest of all time. Yeah. Well then, sue on principle. No, we can't sue on principle. We gotta sue on $400 million. Okay. Okay. Well then, now I know who you are. Yeah. Now I know exactly who you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me your nature. That's all I wanted. See how it works? Once you show me who you are, now I know. And now I know what your nature is. And I don't need anything beyond that. Really. Because your behavior is going to follow suit. And it does. It quite does, actually. Anyway, late show is upon you. A late show. Would you like a late show? Oh God, I don't know, Masternature. I think the God's like, no, we don't want no fucking late show. You revved up enough. We don't want no fucking late show from you. Oh my God, we want to try to get away from you. Actually, oh my God, Masternature. Well, how could you even think about a late show? Masternature, they don't want no fucking late show. They tired of your crap. They don't want to hear your shit no more. Fuck off, man. Fuck off, Masternature. Fuck off, man. They don't want to hear nothing. They tired. They done. They know these people. They know what these people are. Love. They know what they are. All right. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I don't fucking know. Oh, yes.
It's more than an SUV. It's your Chevy Equinox.
Yeah. Clapton is God, love. Clapton is God. Beware.